Okay, Connie, we're ready to hear your testimony. You've really had quite a journey the last couple of years here in Wahpeton, North Dakota. So I'll let you tell us.
Hi, my name is Connie, and I would love to tell you my story. I was born in Wahpeton and moved away from here many, many years ago. And in my old age, I thought, I'm going to go home. I know it's the place where I belong. I could afford to live here, and I know that the people will be kind to me when I end up in a nursing home because I am alone in this world. Well, by the way, I've moved 37 times, so I know about moving and all over this country, which I love. I lived the nomadic military life. So when I came to town, I thought, I am a veteran and I go to the VA, but I should establish myself with a doctor. So I went into Sanford Clinic, then Merit Care, and asked for a doctor, and they said, Dr. Emery is on call today, and I said, fine, I guess he's as good as any. And so I met Dr. Emery, and I liked him. I didn't have any big complaints at the time, but we met, and that was it. But I did have issues, and so over the next few weeks and few months, I got to know him better as I would go in for different calls, and he also appeared to get to know me, and he knew about some of my depressions that I have and my unhappiness. And at one time he told me, Connie, God loves you and I love you too. I thought he was kind of a kook when he said that, but I let that go until one night. It was the 31st of December, and I was into a depression and into such sadness that I didn't even realize it was New Year's Eve. All I knew was that I was all alone in the world, and I was so unhappy. All I thought about was dying, but I was too chicken to do myself in, so I told him, no, don't worry about that. I'm not going to do myself in, but I just want to die. I want to get out of this world. I knew it was a sin because I had been brought up a Missouri Synod Lutheran. Achtung. Rules, rules, rules. I knew all the Bible stories. I taught vacation Bible school, Sunday school, even a confirmation class at one church where we lived. I knew all those things, and I knew about God the Father. As far as I was concerned, he was sitting up there with his book, keeping score of all my bad thoughts and everything I'd ever done wrong. I knew about Jesus, who came to save me as long as I obeyed the rules and was good. Then I'd get saved and I'd get to go to heaven. But I was never good enough. Never good enough. That evening, it was a 3:30 appointment. And Dr. Emery even told me, though I didn't pay any attention, that they were having a New Year's party at the park. There would be many people there. His parents were here visiting from Williston. They had people in their home. I'm sure his wife was waiting for him to to come home for dinner. I was so wrapped up in my misery. And you know, the Christian man that he is, he doesn't just talk the talk, he walks the walk. And I love him so dearly for it. I love him so much. He brought me to Jesus that night. And now I talk with Jesus every day. I walk with him every day. I don't despise that big old God the Father man sitting up there with his book. I know that Jesus came and paid the price, and there are days when I feel as if I put some of those thorns into his head, that part of my sins nailed the nails into him. But he paid the price for me, and I know now that I can go to heaven. I know that I live in a state of grace with him, and that he accepts me as I am. And because of that, I try to be all the things that he wants me to be. It's easier to be good when you're old, because there's not enough trouble left to get into. And I think about some of the things of my life, but I know that he accepts me. He has washed all those things away. And now I spend every day often reading his word, but just plain talking with him and enjoying in just being together. And through that wonderful evening, and by the way, I did not leave Dr. Emery's office until 6:30. I was there for 3 hours, and at the end, I had one of the biggest and best hugs I've ever had in my whole life, except they keep getting better. He's still giving me hugs. He's still walking the walk and talking the talk of a Christian. And because of the love that he brought to me from Jesus, he's brought me so many new friends and wonderful people that I've gotten to know and to love and to enjoy. And it's the best thing out of 37 moves in my life. This is the one that I feel God led me to this. And now I think about dying. I still do. Well, my goodness sakes, I'm going to be 78 next month. Of course I think about dying. But now it's not to die to leave this earth. I'm thinking about heaven. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing my mom and dad. I'm looking forward to be with God. And I had a little dream one time about being a little girl and sitting on God's lap. And I'm looking forward to the day that not only will I get hugs from my doctor, I'll get them from Jesus. I wish all of you, everybody, could know how wonderful it feels to be loved when you thought there was no more love left in this world for you. I appreciate it every hour of every day.